Back, I was busy grinding 9,000 trophies. Didn't record because I was so locked in trying to get there. So now I'm gonna walk you through the games and yeah, I went on a decent streak. So I think I'll start from this one. I think has quite a bit of good things. So the game started as usual through a goblin bell because I didn't put in the safe spot anymore because tornadoes nerfed basically to the ground. Okay, so here goes E-Giant. I want you to make note of that, right? He plays E-Giant basically first back the bridge, right? He plays that,
Yay.
and now I'm just defending with Inferno Tower, doesn't matter, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, what else does he have in his deck that could get to my tower? Since Electro Dragon doesn't really, isn't a big threat when I have Inferno Tower. So okay, plays Mini Picker, doesn't really matter. He's gonna defend that. Now luckily he did that because now I can actually do this. Because he went so aggressive, I could actually defend more troops with less elixir and get a decent counter push.
Let's go. Gotcha.
And here's when I noticed something. He doesn't have something good to defend the Goblin Battle with. So that means I don't have to play Princess at the bridge. And you're gonna see I don't think I play a single Princess at the bridge this game. Maybe I play one, but I don't think so. Okay, now here's another important thing. I play my Inferno Town as Hog Rider. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna play. I can't let him play Electro Giant because otherwise he basically auto wins. Something okay, I need to keep constant pressure, make sure he never has the chance. That's why I went for the Goblin Gang at the bridge. Okay, that's just defend that. That's easy enough. I didn't need to do that. I just didn't want to give because it was quite close at this time, so I didn't feel like I had to let him get that hit to a firecracker, or at least two. See, once again, there was debating using Inferno Tower because I wasn't sure if I could put sufficient pressure so that he wouldn't play the Electro Dragon. Okay, see here was the time he probably had to go Electro Giant, but the thing is I had my Inferno Tower, so it didn't matter because that's the only time he probably had the chance to use his Electro Giant. And another thing that you guys should notice that he has no way to get rid of my princess. That's why I keep playing it. That's another reason why I play for the bit. It's getting more value when I'm not playing enough the Rage in this matchup. I could probably fast forward this game, but yeah.
Let's go.
Because the rest of the game, it's not much to learn from it. I don't know if I'd say I had a matchup. I probably did, but yeah. That's how I won this matchup, because he just did not have the right counters to what I had. So okay, I'll get to the next one. Okay, yeah. I hate .com so much, and I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite since I'm playing Princess at the Bridge, but .com at the Bridge for me is so much more annoying. Just because I feel like I can never get the timing right to counter it, so I always have to put stuff that doesn't really need to go on it, if you know what I mean? So now I'm thinking, how am I gonna win this matchup? God so far I saw was Wizard, Elves, Valkyrie, and Dart Goblin, something okay. This could be a bad matchup depending on the cards he has next, but we'll see. And then he has like semi-bait mud-ladder like stuff. Like even as wall breaker, so it really is mud-ladder bait. So okay, I have nothing really to play on that Valkyrie, so I just wait and play late in front of tower. If he had any good win condition, I might have lost the game there. But from what I saw from the rest of his deck, I was like, there's no way. It wasn't worth logging those skeletons. Yeah, those wall breakers always forced out the positive trade for him, but then he countered it, but I felt that it was just the right thing to do to give my Goblin Gang on that and keep the log for the Goblin Gang. That was a nice Princess protection there. I normally mess it up because Dark Goblin Timelings always mess me up. For Valkyrie, I didn't feel like dealing with that, so I just used the Inferno Tower. Like I said, didn't think there was anything I needed to worry about. But I still don't know his 8th card at this time yet. He hasn't played the Elite Barbarians, so I don't know what his last card is. Because I'm thinking, whenever people play the Evolved Wizard, the first thing I'm thinking of is how do I get that shield off? And that's why I cycled the Princess in the same lane. Because as you can see, he doesn't defend it, but even if he did, that shield would have been off and then it would have been an easy defense. You see, he played it on the side. If he didn't, he might have gotten a bit more damage in the Goblin Bell, but maybe he finger slipped. That's happened to me before. Yeah, by about this time I was already pretty sure the game was in the bag, because I needed one rocket and like one goblin. Another one, we played it on the side, so I think it was intentional, but that gets fully countered by Iceberg if you see it. Which I did see, but I didn't want to risk at this point, and as you see that I didn't need to, because that was GG's right there. Okay guys, here's the next game. It's against an Expo player, not a traditional Expo deck though. It's like a mixture between Icepo and 3.0. So I think until a certain skill level, Expo is like easy, it wins against Logbait, and then like when you're good enough at Logbait, you start being able to win these. But I think overall Expo should win most of the time. So let's see how I ended up winning this game. So you're gonna notice that throughout the game he just predicts me at the, like he puts stuff in the middle to predict the princess, which does work, but it also wastes elixir, so you can decide whether it's worth the trade of to constantly predict the princess. But I mean, he's my only source of damage, so as long as he doesn't overcommit doing it, it probably is worth it. So now I'm already thinking, okay, I want to go opposite lane from him, so I can go and set up PC. That's why I'm like, it probably is worth it. But because there's no other way for me to really get damage if he plays correctly. Because I can't really rock it because I have to use it on his Expo. Like even their defensive Expo, in my head I was like, I have to take this. Because if he starts stacking up on me Clash of Clans style, I just can't do anything, and then he can just Expo after rock, and eventually either not cycle me or the elixir just won't be there for me. So you see, another time, he didn't predict me this time, and because I had to place it back because there was already a 2 from the field, he had time. But that fireball using my Inferno Tower was an overcommitment, just like I thought when I played the princess. So the evolved Goblin Bell could end up punishing him. Sorry if you guys hear some like white noise, it's just raining over me. So you see, I was up in elixir there, but because I'm playing this Expo, I at least normally play very defensive into the double. But even at double, I normally sit back most of the time except for Princess and Goblin Bell. That's the only way I attack. Goblin Gang, it feels like, especially since there's Valkyrie, it feels like I will never be able to do anything offensively with the Goblin Gang. Except for using massively overcommits. So now you're gonna see he's gonna go in for another fireball when I put my Inferno Tower down. And this time I'm like, okay, if he keeps fireball cycling, eventually he'll catch up to the lead damage, so I have to rock it. But the reason I rocked it was because I have the evolved knight, otherwise I would have never done that. So okay, he overcommitted with the evil kids. I should have known I came opposite lane. So I think that's the reason he didn't win the game, because I overcommitted. I did. But it's just in my head. I thought that I had to do what I did, and it ended up working because as you see here, he's gonna play another X-Pro. But I just wait. I thought that it was worth it, and I mean, I ended up with last year's same lead, just more damage was done, so I think it was worth it in the end. And obviously I won, so I'm biased. So okay, there again. You see, now I thought I was in trouble. I really thought I was in trouble. If they manage to catch you in front of tower, it's normally painful. But luckily it didn't defend my goblin game. So that's the only thing. If he defended that, I probably could have lost the game, but the elixir just wasn't there. He overcommitted, like I said. That's the only time I'll get damage in my goblin game, and that's what happened. So I managed to win the game purely because he kept overcommitting. He kept fireballing for no reason, or not no reason, but he kept fireballing when he wasn't sure. So, okay, on to the next game. Okay guys, I skipped here to the last game that I played to get to 9,000 trophies, and it was probably one of the easiest matchups I could have gotten, because he had nothing to break through my Inferno Tower and nothing to kill my princess. If those two conditions are met, you should have been almost every game you play, or at least like, if obviously those cards are, if the Inferno Tower is important. Princess will always be important, but if the Inferno Tower is important, those conditions are met, there is nothing they can do. I mean, you should win that every time. Yeah. So now, I was looking at this push and I was like, that's just absolute fodder for my Inferno Tower. I just need one thing to protect it for a bit. So I played my Goblin game, split it nicely, said, oh, I'm gonna take 3 attempts to kill all of them. As you guys are gonna see throughout this game, I'm gonna be constantly up in this because of just how much value the Inferno Tower gets. And you see there, look at how much it excels up from those early interactions. It may not seem like that, from those early interactions. He defended my knight because his snowball couldn't kill my golden bell. He had to stop the knight from crossing the bridge and play the snowball at the same time, but he didn't have the elixir. So he had to tank basically the whole goblin bell. And you see, another card that like one thing is absolute fodder for my Inferno Tower is the Evolved Mega Knight. Gets 2 hits, gone. My Evolved Knight is basically at full health. See the Evolved Goblin just using to split the damage up so I can choose which lane I want to go into. And you see the Inferno Tower still putting in absolute work. Killed the Evolved Mega Knight, sat on the field long enough that the Inferno Dragon came up and he killed that as well. Another thing you guys are going to notice, like in another game, I almost never play my princess bridge. I think I maybe do it one more time, if even that. Because once again, you can't kill it. So that means I don't want to put it at the bridge so it's easy to kill. I want to put it at the back so it gets as much value as it can. Because even if it doesn't damage his tower, it chips away at his troops, as well as just applying pressure, just that he always knows that it is there. And as you guys can see, I was up so much elixir, right? When he went in for a push, that maybe to you guys might be scary, but because he couldn't kill my Inferno Tower anyway, I knew that the only issue was the Evolved Lumberjack, and luckily I had Evil Knight. So at this point I was thinking, okay, this game's probably underestimating, but I don't want to be too overconfident because I have been in this position before, guys, trust me. I've been at 1 win away against the person at 9,000 and I've lost. It was painful, so I didn't want to let that happen again, so I was staying careful. 2, once again, another princess I put just in front of my tower. Keep it alive, keep him annoying. Let's just chip him away. And that's one of the reasons I went for Rocket 1. I was like, I felt like I could defend. But the other is because I had the princess down. Like, the Inferno Tower is not what I could defend, but normally if you have a princess down, you can rock it. It's not always the case, it's always obviously match dependent, but it's just if you have a princess down, it makes rocketing easier. But yeah, that's how I won this game, guys. Quite easy, but I decided up to 9,000 trophies. Took no while. But yeah, I made it. All level 14, 9,000 trophies.